So in this video, you guys might remember this car from a little while ago, maybe a year, 2, 3 ago. We ended up washing this Z4 to get it ready for BMW Invasion at the time, and here it's no different, except it's not going to Invasion, but we are going to be cleaning it up. Beautiful Z4 with an N54 massive single turbo that's inside of it, rear end build, everything you could think of that you can do to an N54 car. Pretty much been done to this thing. It's everyone's dream. N54 is how I should say it. Everyone buys a 335 or something and says, oh, I'm going to do this. They never do it because they can't afford the $3,000 index 12 injectors, but you know how it goes. So we're going to give this thing a full cleanup on the outside, as well as focus a little bit on the engine bay, getting that nice and detailed up because it's very dirty. So let's get started. Yeah, go figure. Typical BMW.
Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to read this, and you're going to listen. You're going to stay on the line, and you're not going to interrupt. You're going to speak for any reason. Some of this you know. I'm going to start at the top of the page.
From outer space, is this creature from the cosmos here to bring humanity to shambles with intent to conquer? The bloody gush through my teeth, fillet the flesh, and then I feast upon your heart and let you be. It makes the meat taste so sweet. Coming from altered dimensions with intentions full of chaos, not the stings within the air. I think this time will put the spell on this game. It's my motive, I can medicate for grail. So I'm coming, drift away into this state of night. I wash on the mermaids and cross my skin. I shoot the shit like what you can. Broken free was also seen no thoughts of riches in the end. No fear in my conscience, only have one choice and options. Best to kill, I shall not feel. Think out my head was being spoke. Your mind is evil, but there's hope to give it to the trios of the Trinity. You'll be your bone. Smoking goes across the grapevine, hands they go into the blaze. I feel the power start to raise. I slowly trip into a maze. Face the legend, feel the glory of me. Certain songs of sound. Ever craving from the passion, like the sunshine, we will shout. Be the one with common grounds. Disrespect would be your private trios. Here to change the sound. Coming up from underneath, just a big bit, no conscience in my mind. There lies no peace and feel for peace that taste the murder. The devil keeps on telling me to grab the knife and set scheme of violence. Now the roots shall leave a really in your mother need. I watch the blade into your glass and smell the flesh. It brings me pleasure when my freedom starts to struggle with the blood of my intentions. I provoke them to feel pain. I get my cooks off on the side. This thing purpose in my brain. You can't escape this torture chain. Then don't put your body hangs. I love to watch it decompose. Each ritualistic case, I speak the words of the unknown. I thought you knew the tendency. We count before, so bring it on. I'll rip this right off the face and kill my head until you count. Let the blood slowly rain upon the lives of the sheep of pig and slaughtered in the name. You can't afflict the fuck with grief. Execution soon the race will drag you down into hell. Just look the reaper in his face and make me die. You think again in this life I am a sinner. Please the plague upon the weakest place. It holds a sixth dimension. There's no hope for you people. Fuck this world and everything that you believe. The beast is here to take us all. The people never rest in peace.
Now, you might be wondering why I didn't start this whole pre-wash section using Bilthamber touchless. The biggest thing here for me was to go through with some Meguiar's Hyper Wash and get some really thick lubricant on the vehicle and get some of these little areas brushed out, because I could see there was a bunch of gummed up stuff. Now, Bilthamber does do very good about getting into the crevices and letting it kind of leach out, but in this case, I wanted to use this lubrication using brushes. Now we're gonna focus on foaming this thing back down and then hand washing it. The reason I'm gonna foam it before I hand wash is specifically for the lubrication. We're not gonna be doing any kind of crazy paint correcting on this car, nothing like that. It's beautiful paint work. I just wanna make sure that we're not going to introduce any new scratches and swirls and all that stuff, because we're not gonna be doing any kind of